Hi, this is Allie from Green Witch Mystics here with another tutorial on how to wire wrap raw stones. If you haven't seen my previous 3 ways to wire wrap raw stones, please check that out. If you find this helpful, leave a comment down below. These are the tools that you're going to need. I'm going to be using 20 gauge squared and round wire and 26 gauge wire. And you'll need 3 different raw stones. So we're going to cut a strand about a foot long. If you've seen my tutorials before, I don't measure my wire. I just kind of go with my gut. So you're going to take your 26 gauge wire. You can also use 24 gauge wire. 28 gauge wire would be fine too. And you're going to wrap it around the middle of the wire. And you'll stop at about maybe 2 to 3 inches. And you're going to bend that like so. And then you're going to connect it with the remaining wire. Usually with my thin wire like this, I like to work directly off the spool. And you're just going to kind of flatten it out with your flat nose pliers. And that is how you're going to connect these two. So you're going to continue wrapping that till it's about an inch or so, and then you're going to clip it. I like to clip my wire where it's not going to rub against the skin, so I clip it where the stone is going to lay on it. And then you're going to take your raw stone. This will probably work better with like points. If you have a super round tumble, this might be a little difficult. So you're going to take your flat nose pliers and kind of in the middle of your stone, bend the wires because we are going to wrap these around. So this is where we're at right now. You can kind of mush the wire harder against the stone if you need to with your flat nose pliers and tweak anything in the back. You're going to take the bottom wire and wrap it around. And you're going to wrap it around about 2 times, and we're going to leave that alone for now. And then you're going to take the top wire, wrap it around once, and we're going to leave that alone for now. We're going to grab our thin wire, so either your 24, 26, or 28 gauge wire. You can also use half round wire, but I did not have any. That would also be fine. But you're going to connect the 2 initial wires that we first wrapped around the stone. So now that we have that in place, we're going to go back to the bottom wire that we left alone, and we're going to twist that. So depending on how much wire that you have left, you might need to clip some. We're going to take our round nose pliers and create a little swirl. So this is on the back of my stone, but I'm going to twist it more so it's on the front. You can do the same thing if you want the swirl on the back or on the front. You can make it as big or small as you'd like. And then we're going to go back to the top wire, wrap it around once, and then we're going to take, I usually just use my thumb, and we're going to make a little loop. And then once you're content with the shape of the loop, you're going to secure it on the bail. again, clipping where it's not going to touch the skin, so I'm going to clip it right there so it's touching the stone. And do a little tug to make sure that it feels secure on the top. We're going to secure the bottom part next. So you're going to take your thin wire and you're going to connect the loop to the wire that is next to it. So we're going to secure that bottom part. Make sure that your wire is nice and tight against the stone. If you need to pull any slack from that loop, definitely do. And next we are going to take a small piece of the 20 gauge wire. You can use thicker gauge wire or half hard wire for this. And you're going to make a small loop with your round nose pliers. And then right next to it, making a little bit of a larger loop. And we're going to connect this to the post part, I guess, because it's not technically a bail. This is technically our bail, and we're going to connect it like so, so that it fits nicely on a necklace. So first one is done. Now we're on to the second pendant, and we're going to fold it in the middle and make a loop, or this is going to be our bail, but we're going to make a loop with the round nose pliers. So we're going to secure it just a couple of times and straighten it out. This is, again, probably not going to work that great with round tumbles, but this is definitely great for raw points and raw stones. So you're going to place it right down the middle, and you're just going to cross each wire the opposite direction of each other on the stone like so. And you're just gonna do that a couple of times. That's all there is to this design. It's pretty simple. To finish it off, we're going to wrap the wires around the bail. Also, if you need to straighten or twist out the bail, you can definitely do that before securing the loose wires. And again, we're going to wrap the wires a few times around the bail. We're going to clip them and mash them on the bail. I usually like to clip these kind of on the side, so again, it's not going to have any risk of like scratching up against the skin. And this last one is going to be a little similar, but with more of a twist. Again, we're going to do the bail the same exact way, wrapping it around your round nose pliers a few times, and then securing it one of the wires over the other. And you're going to take your raw stone and place it on top of both of the wires, kind of right at the end of the bail. And then you'll wrap each wire around like so. And then taking one wire, wrapping it again, and do the same thing to the other side. So now you're going to do the similar thing that we did with the first one, where you're going to kind of make like a half loop with your thumb. Again, straighten it out with your flat nose pliers if you need to, and then we're going to take that wire around the back and hook it on the bail. once you've put it around the bale a few times, you'll clip it and flatten that out. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. The second one might be a little trickier just because you're going to have to make it as symmetrical as possible with the other side. And we're going to take that back wire and wrap it around the bale. And we're going to clip them. Again, I usually do it on the side and secure them. Adjusting anything I need to adjust, making sure that it's nice and snug. I always tug on my stones. And that's all there is to it. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave me suggestions down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!